Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're taking a deep dive into the economic powerhouse that is Canada. We're going to explore what the Great White North is projected to be selling to the rest of the world in 2025. If you've ever wondered what keeps Canada's economy humming, you're in the right place. We'll be looking at the top 10 exports, and some of the answers might just surprise you. So grab your coffee, get comfortable, and let's talk about Canada's biggest exports for 2025. Kicking off our list at number 10 is pharmaceuticals. Now, this might not be the first thing you think of when you picture Canada, but the country has a robust and growing pharmaceutical industry. Driven by cutting-edge research and development, particularly in cities like Toronto and Montreal, Canada is becoming a key player in producing life-saving medicines. We're talking about everything from vaccines to innovative treatments for chronic diseases. With global health being a major focus, the demand for Canadian-made pharmaceuticals is expected to continue its upward trend into 2025 and beyond. It's a testament to Canada's investment in science and technology. Next up, at number 9, we have a classic Canadian industry: forestry products and lumber. Think about it. Those vast, sprawling forests aren't just for looking at. Canada is one of the world's largest suppliers of wood products. This includes softwood lumber, which is essential for construction projects all over the globe, especially in the United States and Asia. Beyond just lumber, we're talking about wood pulp for paper production and engineered wood products. Despite challenges like trade disputes and environmental concerns, the global demand for sustainable building materials keeps Canadian wood in high demand, securing its spot in our top 10. Cruising into the number 8 spot is machinery and equipment. This is a really diverse category. It covers everything from industrial machinery used in manufacturing plants to heavy equipment for agriculture and construction. Canadian engineering is highly respected, and the country produces high-quality, reliable machinery that's exported worldwide. Think tractors, combine harvesters, and specialized factory components. This sector is a quiet giant, supporting countless other industries, both at home and abroad. As global manufacturing and infrastructure projects expand, so does the need for Canadian-made machines. At number 7, we find something that powers our modern world: electricity. It might seem strange to export electricity, but Canada does, and it does it in a big way. Thanks to its abundant rivers, Canada is a world leader in hydroelectric power generation. A significant portion of this clean, renewable energy is sold directly to the United States, helping to power homes and businesses south of the border. As the world continues to shift towards greener energy sources to combat climate change, Canada's role as a major electricity exporter is only set to grow. It's a powerful example of a green economy in action. Breaking into the top half of our list at number 6 is consumer goods. This is a broad category that includes items you and I might buy every day. We're talking about things like food products, clothing, and electronics. While Canada might be more famous for its raw materials, its manufacturing sector is strong. Think about iconic brands and high-quality food products that are loved around the world. From maple syrup and canola oil to high-end winter jackets, Canadian consumer goods are known for their quality. This sector shows the diversity of the Canadian economy beyond just natural resources. Now at number 5, we have something that's truly valuable: precious metals and minerals, specifically gold. Canada is one of the top gold-producing nations on the planet. Mines in provinces like Ontario and Quebec are major sources of the world's gold supply. Gold is not just used for jewelry. It's a critical component in electronics and a safe haven investment for countries and individuals alike. During times of economic uncertainty, the demand for gold often rises, and Canada's stable political climate makes it a reliable source. So, when you think of Canadian treasure, don't just think of scenic landscapes. Think of actual gold. Sliding into the number 4 position are industrial plastics and chemicals. This is another one of those foundational industries that you might not see directly, but it's everywhere. The plastics and chemicals produced in Canada are used to make a huge range of products, from car parts and packaging to medical devices and textiles. The industry is heavily concentrated in provinces like Alberta and Ontario, where they have access to the necessary raw materials from the energy sector. This export category highlights the deep integration of Canada's industrial base, where one sector feeds directly into another, creating value every step of the way. Now we're getting to the heavy hitters. In our number 3 spot, we have vehicles and automotive parts. The auto industry is a cornerstone of the Canadian economy, particularly in Ontario, which is part of the North American auto heartland. Major global automakers have significant manufacturing plants in Canada, assembling cars, trucks, and SUVs that are then shipped all over the world, with the vast majority going to the United States. It's a highly integrated supply chain. So, the next time you see a new car on the road, there's a good chance that it, or at least some of its key components, came from a factory in Canada. This brings us to our runner-up, at number 2, metals and minerals. We already talked about gold, but this category is much broader. It includes things like aluminum, nickel, copper, zinc, iron ore, and potash. Canada is a geological treasure trove, and its mining sector is a global leader. These materials are the fundamental building blocks of the modern world. Aluminum for planes and cars, copper for wiring, nickel for batteries, and potash as a critical fertilizer for global agriculture. Without these essential exports from Canada, our global infrastructure and food supply would look very different. And finally, claiming the top spot as Canada's biggest export projected for 2025 is, no big surprise here, crude oil and petroleum products. Canada has the 3rd largest proven oil reserves in the world, primarily located in the oil sands of Alberta. This makes the energy sector the undisputed king of Canadian exports. The vast majority of this crude oil is exported to the United States, where it's refined and used to fuel the American economy. While the global transition to green energy is underway, the world's thirst for oil remains incredibly high. And for the foreseeable future, oil will continue to be the dominant force driving Canada's export numbers. It's a controversial but undeniably powerful part of the Canadian economy. So there you have it, a complete rundown of Canada's top 10 biggest exports for 2025. From the raw power of its natural resources like oil and minerals to the high-tech innovation of its pharmaceutical and machinery sectors. Canada's economy is incredibly diverse and deeply connected to the rest of the world. It's a fascinating mix of traditional industries and future-focused growth. What did you find most surprising on this list? Let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. We'll see you in the next one.